This is for the indexing base for Solidworks, and the dimensions are in inches. And this is what it's going to look like when you're finished. And I'm going to show you the sketches that I did to get that part completed. You basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles that you have to do. And I started this one at 1.5 inches diameter on my origin. Using the same center line, I created a 6-inch diameter circle here. And from that point, go up 1 inch, straight up tangent, and on the same plane as this center line, you're going to create a center mark here and draw a 2-inch diameter circle. Okay, I created a temporary center line straight up, and I went over 30 degrees and drew this line. And also I drew another line here at 90 degrees. So these two lines are 90 degrees apart, and it's 30 degrees from this center mark. Once you have those, I create another circle at 8-inch diameter from this center mark here. And where they cross or intersect with the lines is where you're going to draw these two circles. And I can give you a smart dimension for that, which is 1.5 inches circle. So from where the 8-inch diameter circle and the two lines you drew intersect, you're going to draw 1.5 inch circle here and 1.5 inch circle there. So now you have the first two, the 1.5 inch and the 6. You went up 1 inch, drew a 2-inch circle, drew a temporary center line straight up, came off of that 30 degrees, and made another line here 90 degrees apart, and you drew your 2.5 inch diameter circles. Okay, the last one here, last two here, you have a 3.25 inch circle that you're going to use this center line. And what I've done, this is a complete circle, but I trimmed it off to just go tangent with these two, and I drew another one. Now that is a 3.25 radius. So if you're using diameter, you got to double that. Same here, 4.75 inch circle radius here, and I've trimmed it off at tangent. Okay, when we go to the next slide, you're going to see everything in place here. And the last one was a 12-inch diameter. And you're going to go from this center mark, you're going to go tangent here, and it's going to go tangent here. If they're not tangent at these 2 points, you need to go back and take a look at what's wrong. So from this point, you're just going to use your trim command. And all I did, I just went to trim entities, and trim to closest, and just click these off, and using the, getting rid of the things that you're not going to use here. Now would I need that? Yes, I do. So I need to back that up. And you can always back it up here one step. So just go in here, figure out what you don't need. You can trim those off by going to trim entities, trim the closest. And once you trim all of these off, you're going to end up with a shape like this. Okay? So that'll be, after all the trimming is done, you should have a shape like this with a slot and one hole in the middle. And then I just put 1 millimeter thick, not 1 millimeter, I think it was, I'm not quite sure what the thickness was, but you can assign a thickness to it by just going, finishing the sketch, exiting the sketch, go into feature, and then extrude, boss base, and just click in here. Now if you do that and this disappears, or you just only have an outline, you may need to go to settings and go to performance and make sure this box is unchecked, because if this box is checked it will not give you an extrusion. So double check this if you're having any problems.